started with a melody we couldn't quite explain, a quiet little heartache running underneath the rain. No chorus and no verses, just a whisper in the dark. But somehow every note we played was speaking to the heart. We sat beside the fire, branches cracked inside. Let the night do all the talking while we simply tried to listen to the rhythm hiding softly in the flame, a fragile, faithful echo in a song without a name. Some dreams don't come with labels, some roads don't have a sign, but if you walk them gently, they still can feel like mine. This is a song without a name, drifting through the shadows like a candle in the rain. No headline, no glory, nothing loud to claim, just a simple truth that lingers all the same. We don't need to call it love or fate or flame. Let it be a song without a name. You smiled in the silence, and the world felt less unkind, like we stumbled on a moment most folks never find. And even if tomorrow scatters everything we planned, this little tune will travel, carried hand to hand. Not every story is written before the end is known. Some hearts learn the verses as they grow. This is a song without a name, soft as distant thunder, humble as a rain. It doesn't promise always, it doesn't beg to stay, but somehow it keeps finding us in quiet little ways. Call it hope or healing, it's different yet the same. We just let it play without a name. One day, someone somewhere might hum it to a friend and feel a kind of comfort they can't quite defend. And maybe they'll be smiling without knowing why. Some songs just have a meaning that passes by and by. The fire fades to embers, but the melody remains. So here's to every story that never makes the stage, to every quiet kindness that outlasts the rage. We don't have to own it, we don't have to explain. Sometimes the truest music has no name. The night grows still and gentle, the stars forget to blame, and somewhere in the distance lives a song without a name. There's dust upon the dashboard and memories in the air. The sky's painted golden like the days we used to share. We drove with open windows, the future wide and new, laughing at the little things on roads we once knew. The signs kept passing by like chapters left behind. We swore that we remember every mile and every line on the roads we once knew. Everything felt right. Summer wind was singing as the day turned into night. We were young and restless, chasing every view, leaving footprints on the highway, roads we once knew. I still recall the moments when silence felt like peace, the way the world slowed down and let our worries cease. We talked about forever like it was something we could hold, but time keeps moving forward and the stories turn to gold. And even when the seasons change their shades and hues, I still hear our laughter echo softly through the blue. On the roads we once knew, lanterns in the dark, dreams were burning quietly like an ember's gentle spark. If I could turn around and take that drive with you, I'd ride the fading daylight, the roads we once knew. Maybe life is just a journey that never truly ends. We lose a few directions, we find a few new friends, but somewhere in the distance, where old horizons glow, there's a piece of who we were on every path we chose. On the road we once knew, where yesterday still shines, written in the corners of our hearts like painted lines. I'll carry all those moments, honest, pure and true, wherever I keep walking, roads we once knew. The fire slowly quiets, the night is almost through, but my heart keeps traveling down roads we once knew. The fire is cracking softly, shadows dance along the ground. The stars are listening quietly, no one else around. I trace the lines of memories like roads I used to know, every turn and every promise. Where did all the seasons go?
I hear whispers in the embers, like they're calling out my name. Time rolls on like a river, but some things feel the same.
Echoes of yesterday floating through the night, stories that we used to tell beneath the fading light. Hearts were young and fearless, nothing stood in our way, but now I sit beside this fire with echoes of yesterday. Your laughter still surrounds me, carried by the wind. I close my eyes a moment and I'm right back there again. Barefoot on the hillside, chasing dreams we couldn't hold, thinking love was always simple, never growing old.
And the flames keep gently rising, like the memories in my head. Some chapters never end, they're just quietly read.
Echoes of yesterday, drifting through the dark. Every spark of burning wood feels like a second start. If time could turn around, I'd know just what to say. But all that's left tonight are echoes of yesterday. Maybe tomorrow's sunrise will lighten what I feel. Maybe the road ahead will finally help me heal. But here beneath the starlight, where quiet meets the flame,
I learned to let the past be kind and call it by its name.
Echoes of yesterday, singing soft and low, carried on the midnight air wherever I may go. I'll keep the warmest moments tucked safely far away, and walk into the morning with echoes
Of yesterday.
The fire turns to embers, the night begins to fade, but somewhere in the silence our memories softly stay. Somewhere there's a city full of restless neon light. Somewhere there's a farmer saying prayers at night. Somewhere there's a mother rocking worries in a chair. And somewhere there's a stranger who thinks no one cares. Across the oceans wider than the words we tend to say, people chase tomorrow in 1,000 different ways. We fight, we fall, we stumble, trying hard to understand how one small heart can hold the weight of all we plan. But when the day grows tired and the noise begins to fade, the world becomes a little less afraid. We're under the same sky, every prayer, every tear, every question why the stars don't draw a border, the moon won't take a side. It shines on every lonely soul that's learning how to try. No matter where we wander or how the years go by, we're walking through this life under the same sky. a letter he may never get to send. A child builds a castle that the waves will surely end. A preacher lights a candle, a singer writes a tune. And somewhere love is starting in the quiet of a room. We share the fragile stories that only hearts can tell. Different roads and rivers, but the same wishing well. We're under the same sky. Storms will come and drift away, and so will we in time. But every storm that breaks apart will leave a clearer light, and every broken heart will still keep reaching for what's right. So when you feel forgotten, lift your eyes up high. Remember, you and I are under the same sky. Maybe peace begins with a single honest hand, reaching past the fences built by fear and sand. Maybe hope is born when we finally realize there's more to us than all our different sides. Look up tonight, you'll see what I see too. We're under the same sky, not perfect, never certain, but we still get by. And every star that flickers is a whisper from above, saying we are bound together by a quiet kind of love. So even when the road is long and days go rushing by, we'll find our way under the same sky. The fire turns to embers, the night grows calm and wide. Somehow it feels enough to simply be alive.
We never said forever, we just held the night real close. Let the stars explain the things we feared the most. Your hand was warm and trembling, mine was trying to be brave. Two hearts beneath the heavens, learning what to say. We walked along the back road where the fireflies would glow, talking about the places we were scared to go. The world felt wide and fragile, like a song that might not last. And every step we took was walking through the past. Words can fall like leaves and scatter in the breeze, but silence builds a memory that never really leaves. Silent promises drifting through the dark, carved into the quiet corners of the heart. No paper, pen, or ribbon, nothing signed or sealed, but somehow they're the truest vows we ever learned to feel. Years have gone like rivers, finding oceans far away, carrying every sunrise we forgot to stay. I hear your voice in music from another time and place. And for a breath or two, I clearly see your face. Some truths are never spoken, they're simply understood. Fragile as a feather, and stronger than the wood. Silent promises carried by the wind, lingering in chapters we never could rescind. They light the road at midnight, then disappear by dawn. But even when they vanish, the feeling still goes on. Maybe love is not the words we bravely say, it's the moment that we listen and choose to stay. It's the whisper in the darkness when we feel alone, a gentle kind of faith that follows us back home. We never said forever, but part of me still knew. Silent promises woven through the years, holding every laughter, every hidden tear. No ring, no grand confession, only hearts that understood. Sometimes the quiet things are what make a life feel good. Silent promises glowing like a spark, fading with the daylight, but stronger in the dark. The fire turns to embers, the night begins to bend. Some promises are silent and never really end.
Built our days on borrowed time, and counting moments like a rhyme. Sometimes strong, sometimes weak, learning what we're scared to speak. There were storms we didn't see, waves that knocked us to our knees. But even when the night fell deep, we guarded all the light we keep. The world can turn without a sound, leave you searching, spinning round. But every fire starts small and somehow warms us all. In the shadows we still find the light we keep, burning softly where our secrets sleep. When we fall, we ache, we lose our way, we somehow rise to see the day. Maybe we're fragile, maybe we're incomplete, but there's courage in the light we keep. Old regrets we never named, different friends, different faces, same old shame. We're sitting here, the truth feels kind. Just human hearts that try to find a reason for the roads we choose. The people met, the chances bruised, and in the flicker of the flame we learn to love ourselves again. Every scar is something true, every fear you walk straight through. There are chapters you survive, proof that you're alive. In the shadows, we still find the light we keep, burning softly where our secrets sleep. We fall, we ache, we lose our way, yet somehow rise to see the day. Maybe we're fragile, maybe we're incomplete, but there's beauty in the light we keep. When the world feels cold and wrong, remember you've been brave this long. Even if your voice is small, it's still a voice, it still can call. And every step, though undefined, is leading somewhere you'll find kind. In the shadows, we still find the light we keep, gentle promises we learn to keep. We're not perfect, we're just trying, failing, healing, laughing, crying. And through the darkness, quiet and deep, we'll walk together by the light we keep. The fire fades, the dawn is near, and hope feels closer than our fear.